Okay, the first 24 hours with ZENA actually went off really well. Got past the sniper bots, that first 8 to 12 hours. And then as more people moved funds over and I was rolling out the marketing, more people were coming in, and it went up like 877% the first 24 hours. Now, some of you guys that are degens, you've been trading a lot of these and stuff, and they go wild the first 8 to 12 hours. You need to realize that the way that stuff is marketed is to have a time horizon of basically 8 to 12 hours, and then you're going to get dumped on essentially. So that's not what ZENA is. And you have to understand that there's certain parts of the strategy that are actually set up like that by design. For instance, if you guys are used to being on Deck Screener, and you see that people can put, you can pretty much put like a little banner, and you can put the website and your Telegram and your Twitter and all that kind of stuff. The reason that's not in there is because that costs $300. And it's not that the $300 is the issue. It's more the fact that then you get this huge push of these sniper bots and these kind of tweaker degen people that are looking to, hold the thing for an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, and they're looking to dump out of it. Why not promote it to my following? It's been following me for years. I've been in crypto for 11 years. I've been on Steam /Hive Blurred eventually. Obviously it's all forks of each other, but essentially Steam, and I got on there over 8 years ago. So a lot of people following me. My YouTube channel goes back to 2016, even though I got in crypto in 2013. I had the first Bitcoin ATM in Arizona. There's a lot of kind of components to this. Why would I be worrying about little tweakers who are just on 600 milligrams of caffeine, who are looking to hold something for 2-3 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours? Why would I worry about them right now? We're gonna worry about them in a few weeks or a few months, all that kind of stuff. So I wanted my following to be able to have the chance to get in. Some people are maybe on an exchange like crypto.com, and they really haven't done a lot with DeFi. Maybe they got in to Flog after it got on crypto.com. Maybe they got into Dogecoin after it got on Coinbase, which I was in Dogecoin day one. I saw it come out on Bitcoin Talk day one. Started mining it with an R9 270X, and was mad because I'm like, where are my coins? And it was like the pool was messed up, and then some of them came in later. Kind of thing. And, so I've been through the ringer. I've been through the process of having the ATM, through the process of mining, having a mining farm. I've been in obviously the social media space from the Steam, Blurt, Hive kind of situation for years, been in the DeFi space. And I think you would be sort of surprised, some of the people that have put a little bit of money towards this, whether it just be $30 or 1 Sol or 2 Sol or that kind of thing. You'd be kind of surprised, if you saw their accolades and their resumes and stuff like that. So they're monitoring the situation too. The red candle today that was on Deck Screener, that's from the system. For making the market, that was a sell, automated sell from the system. That wasn't anybody kind of from the inside or anything like that. Now the numbers are low. Just in general, as far as market cap goes, people are tweaking out what's the market cap, and they want it to be at this like 1 million or 10 million market cap kind of thing. I have studied memes, for the last 11 plus years. Obviously, first being Doge, seeing how that's played out through the cycles. The Doge never dies, certainly. And guys, I'm not, whether you want to invest in ZENA or not, that's kind of besides the point. Some people are going to watch from the outside. Maybe you want to launch your own token. Maybe you're watching this video because I'm taking a different approach. Most people are not visible in the crypto market who have launched some of these memes. Do we know who launched the majority of these memes, like Bonk or Whiff or Pepe, or the list goes on. A lot of times it's anonymous developers some of the stuff starts out as pump and dump. I guess even I read a story that the peanut developer who launched that it was like he sold out of all his supply, didn't think it was kind of gonna pop off like maybe it was going to, and then it really kind of shot up. So there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of ways to launch this, and I've observed these. For instance, on ICP, one of the most successful memes out there is EXE, and I see them put up stuff consistently. They're very, very consistent about their marketing, and it's very, very good. And they've kind of climbed the ladder. Now, the market cap is maybe 7 million, but the thing is, for the people who got in early, this could have been 1,000x return sort of scenario. So again, no promises made on any kind of returns or anything like that, but there's a method to my madness. I'm not over kind of like starting up a Telegram group for a bunch of, tweakers and stuff like that to jump in the first, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours and stuff like that, because I've seen guys who have used that strategy, and, sometimes the pricing, it climbs to the moon real quick, and then it dumps, and then people just kind of like, they just ignore the kind of project, and then it's hard for it to ever kind of regain its footing. And then even some of the people that were maybe followers of theirs or friends of theirs they weren't able to actually experience that rise. It happened too soon. The marketing push happened too soon. So all that being said, there's a method to my madness with this, and there's a lot of people who have other contacts who do have a lot of money on the outside and stuff like that can bring in additional money and stuff like that for them to sort of blow it out to those groups and stuff like that at a later time. That being said, there are a lot of people that are trying to bridge in off of other chains, or sort of trade into Solana. They weren't necessarily on the chain. They've never had the Phantom wallet. They've never done any of the DeFi stuff. These various different things and stuff like that. So this takes a few days, and it's really kind of cranking past that and kind of monitoring the situation. But for the most part, those sniper bots, that kind of automated stuff is sort of out of the way. Now the system itself, because you have to understand, Radium is going to take a cut for making these markets and stuff like that, because as more people engage with the pool and stuff like that, it does take fees and all that kind of stuff. So there's fees to be gained there. All that being said, guys, yeah, I mean, again, honestly, pretty good first 24 hours in my mind, because again, if it shoots the moon and collapses, and then it's just like this project lasted all of 8 to 12 hours, that's not the goal here. So with all that being said, I'm just going to keep kind of like engaging, obviously, with the community, and there's still quite a bit more to be done, more people to be sort of made aware of it, or they don't actually kind of know. It's kind of weird. I've got a lot of followers that especially like on Instagram, they saw, if you guys are following me on Instagram, I literally mentioned one meme this entire summer, and that was FWOG. And if you think about FWOG, I wasn't invested in FWOG, until it was on CoinMarketCap. And you have to understand that. I think some people are like, well, when is ZENA going to get on CoinMarketCap, or CoinGecko, or get on crypto.com, or get on Coinbase and stuff like that. That's all. I mean, I understand why people ask that aren't in crypto, but that's, obviously there's like tons and tons and tons of gains to be made, kind of prior to that, and getting in on the ground floor. Like, how many times do you get in on the ground floor of a meme in the first 24 hours, and you've been following the guy potentially who created it, and then he's actually visible and willing to sort of get on, like, get on YouTube, or he's actually this like kind of real person kind of thing, and not this person who cranked out 20 or 30 memes last week. You have to understand, like, a lot of these memes that are being cranked out, it's like a meme mill, You know, that's their game. They're kind of like rinse and repeat, and they're only looking for like an 8 to 12 hour, you know, maybe a 24-hour time horizon with it, and they just crank them. That's not what I'm doing. I've been in crypto for 11 years. This is my first project that I've launched, and there's reasons behind that. And I'll make another video kind of like going into that of like why I didn't launch previous projects, or there were certain things where it was like the timing wasn't right, is really what it boils down to, for a multitude of reasons. And it was a better route for me to get behind something that already had like an established fan base and that had been forgotten by most, which would be something like Dogecoin. And you've seen, you know, and I, you know, especially in the 2018 cycle, I even showed you guys a lot of my orders. I was doing daily orders. I mean, and sometimes it makes you feel sick. You know, people thought I was throwing my money away, you know, all those kind of things. So it's like having kind of that resolve that you can sort of get behind a project and you can kind of take it upon yourself to market it. And a lot of things that we can learn from Dogecoin is that a lot of the marketing has really just been grassroots efforts from people in the community. People say, well, that's, you know, they're trying to cite the whole Elon Musk thing. I was in way before Elon. Thank you to Elon for being a part of the community. Certainly welcome to be a part of the community, just like any of you to be part of the Dogecoin community and all that. You know, so I'm not saying, oh, I'm better than Elon or something, but it's just the fact that I was in Dogecoin way before Elon. So, and most of you guys kind of know that, but I've have some people that have sort of just kind of act like that. But how many times have, you know, people told you maybe in the crypto space that they almost just act like you're some kind of idiot, that you're playing around with this, or you're trying to mine this coin or that coin. And, you know, at the end of the day, guys, the only mistake, you don't need to invest in ZENA if you don't want to. You don't need to invest in Dogecoin. You don't need to do any of that if you don't want to. You know, I think that the only mistake you can make this crypto cycle is like not getting involved in something. And that could be actually from a community standpoint of spending a little bit of time. One of the projects I'm involved in is the Airheads project, which is an ordinals project on Bitcoin. And, you know, it's Arthur Hayes is behind it, and they've got a really good team and have been able to build up like a really good community. But I haven't invested necessarily any money into the ordinals, you know, into the whole Airheads thing. It's more just kind of your time of doing the challenges, and this has been going on kind of for a couple months. And so in the oil wallet, they're basically giving us XP, and you know, there's a little bit of a mystery behind it. So I've really learned from the marketing of that. So a lot of us are going to be whitelisted. I am whitelisted for an Airhead, and you know, shout out to Crypto Slow. If you're, you know, he's a good guy to follow. You know, he kind of let everybody know about the Airheads challenges, and then I was letting people know over on Hive and Steam and Blurt and all that kind of stuff about the Airheads challenge. But let's just say I had nothing invested per se, money wise, in some of this stuff. It's more kind of my time and engagement and just being a part of the community. And then I could end up with an ordinal that who knows how much it'd be worth. It could be worth 0.1 Bitcoin. It could be worth an entire Bitcoin. I don't know, you know. So that's the thing, that when we're popping off like that, if you just get engaged in some of these communities, there could be certain things that could come along that, you know, you're able to get, whether it be airdrops or whether it be kind of certain releases or you know, certain other things that are going to happen and stuff like that. So anyway, guys, first 24 hours went off great. We're kind of heading into the, you know, first 48 kind of here coming up soon kind of thing that'll happen kind of tonight. So just keep monitoring the project and stuff like that, and I'll keep rolling out updates. Anyway, follow me on all social media at Brian Phobos, YouTube, Instagram, Steam it, Twitter, Hive, DTube, and follow ZENA The Boxer Dog on X. See you guys.